Got another app report. Break in. I marked it for you.
Just give me a quick sec, everyone, and then we'll get started. I'm getting my cords all tangled up here. We got a little bit of ground to cover, so let's get it knocked out. Let me get rid of my pending stream because it didn't want to work like it was supposed to. So let me remove that and deletes forevers. And then just keep the other one up because it ran into an error saying like, oh, we can't start the stream now. So maybe it's because I left my Elgato software up while I took a nap. It's hard to tell. But it doesn't matter because we got a couple of things to do today. There are some trophies that I want to try and work on getting today. Specifically combat related ones such as using Venom Dash to throw a person into 3 or more people. It's from Downtown trophy. Hey Jeremy, what's going on? But today we're going to be handling getting all the sound samples and all of the time capsules. That'll just eliminate one less collectible thing we gotta do, and then we can just focus on the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app missions and little crimes where we still have to do objectives here and there. So it's really just the time capsules, the sound samples, and yeah, basically just doing all the challenges that are left in side missions as well. So we don't have too much to do today. Let's begin! Oh, that was a Rand Corporation.
I'm not gonna lose to you, Spider-Man! Kids! Watch out! They've got backup! Grab our stuff!
All right.
Let us in, and no one gets hurt! Try and run! They're getting in! Gotta help them! No!
I need to aim my Venom Dash at 3 or more people.
No way in hell I'm letting you in! Almost in! Just you wait!
Ooh, perfect, perfect. I can line it up here. Come on, give me the trophy. I need the trophy, please.
Open the door, and we'll let you walk! Let him, Spider-Man! We can beat him!
Come on, just... Okay, you kind of threw that man a little bit too far.
Hand over the goods now, and we'll let you go!
How many spider people are there?
Let us in, and no one gets hurt! Open the door, and we'll let gonna wait! Get off! You can't beat us! It's like you on the floor! Let us in, and no one gets hurt!
Ah, man. I'm messing around trying to get this from downtown trophy by venom dashing into people, but it just ain't working out. Don't worry, there'll be plenty of times for me to do it again. Here just wasn't a good time. So we need to make our way to a sound sample up here. Hopefully, it'll be easier for us next time. Hey, Psycho, what's going on? Hope you're having a wonderful Saturday.
Got a crime ping from the app. Donation stand's being robbed.
All right, hopefully this will be enough.
Robbers at that donation stand.
All right.
Not on my watch.
Come on!
I'm not letting you rob a charity.
Please tell me that I could hit everyone here.
This is not how we planned it! You ain't getting through me! Knocking you down!
I can see the headlines. Spider-Man, present protector. Or something less cool. Glad you're okay.
Ah, there's a helicopter going down over there, but I don't know if I want to use up my Venom Dash to try and... You know what? Yeah, let's try it. Let's try it. If I don't give myself the chance to try and get this trophy here and now whenever I come up with a combat challenge.
Can't believe I'm saying this. Don't hack helicopters.
Oh God, I don't want to die!
Don't let him mess with the transmitter!
You gotta stop with these half-baked plans that hurt people.
Come on, I hit more than 2 people there. There we go. Finally, we got to from downtown. So all combat-related trophies that could have given me a hard time. Yeah, I don't need to worry about those anymore. All right, we're good. Even though I died, I still got the trophy, so it doesn't matter. There's trophies that are linked to me getting 25 wall takedowns and 25 ceiling takedowns, so I can easily replay any of the other labs in order to get those trophies, so it's neither here nor there. It still works out. But the more annoying of the trophies to get that requires a little bit more precision, Don't need to worry about those anymore.
Your dad and I fell asleep listening to this sound every night when we were kids. It's got a good beat.
Okay. Something rhythmic that was around when Dad and Uncle Aaron were little.
Oh, I gotta wait for the train to go by. I see what it is.
Yeah, that's it.
You probably don't know this, but your dad and I grew up not far from here, before we moved to Brooklyn in high school. Hearing the clatter of the wheels, the squealing when the train always makes me think of me and your dad late night talks. Mostly about what we wanted to be when we grew up.
Wow.
I wanted to be a space alien. Your dad's dream changed. Doctor, firefighter, social worker. But he always wanted to help people.
Yeah, sounds like Dad.
Oh my god, okay, ready? Duck face!
Now, why am I gonna resist? Now, why would I miss out on this opportunity? Oh, her eyes are closed. You messed up. Your eyes are closed. D-Train, what is going on? Well, she's forever immortalized in closed eye form. Take this picture right here.
Do you work out, or are those
I
like...
guess with the mask,
Over
it's
here.
hard to tell.
Later, Spider-Man.
Gotta get moving. I got a step goal to hit. You rock, Spidey!
All right, so that's another. That's another sound sample done. Might as well grab one of the time capsules while we're here as well.
Jeez.
How did I swing past it? Oh, right.
Time capsule's in between the train cars. Can't believe we managed to hide it without getting caught.
Wakandan flag! Oh, Wakanda forever!
Wakandan Design Group Expo. Finn saw all the tech on display and shouted, "I want to be an engineer." Guess it's stuck.
Can you imagine this world's version of Black Panther?
That beast driver's not gonna last long against those robbers.
I'm trying to get a wall takedown, because it'll help with my count.
Wonder if baggy pants are still there. If you guys needed stuff so bad, why didn't you just go to feasts instead of robbing them?
I think they called their friend.
Real quick, I'm gonna check and see if there's any other trophies that I need to get my hands on. Like, there's all these trophies here. Ride a derelict boat, defeat 50 enemies while camouflage. Oh, okay.
You're smart! You'll run! Spider-Man can't save you! Only opening this door can! Nowhere!
But I guess that could kind of count
No way
towards...
I'm letting you in. Got your back! What? Almost! He was there!
Invisible. Yo, there we go. Sweet. That's another one down.
Shoot him! Shoot already! Relax, I got it! Forget the bomb, we're here for the supply! I'll make this do! You wanna live? Open the damn door! Wrong neighborhood! You pay for that! Say your prayers! Who cares about the bug? Get the stuff! Firing! Make this easy for me and I'll let you live! Forget the bug! We're here for the supplies! Damn, that's so strong! Open the hell up! I'm not gonna ask again! You pansies are letting them win! Come on, man! Get up there!
Just in time. Yo, did y'all see that? Did y'all see that? The cop hit one of the dudes who was still conscious. Did you see that? Whoa, hold up now. The cops literally just hit one dude.
I'm all right. You go do more hero things.
We've got a civilian
Thanks,
and
kid.
Spider-Man on the scene. The qualified officers can take it from here. Wish you Spider-Man would mind your own business.
If you would have done that.
Sorry about the quiet. Family was talking to me, but wow, I have never seen that. I've seen people strap people to. I've seen people in this game, in videos, strap people, like web people to cars, and then those cars explode. But I have never in my life seen the cops literally run over another person's body like that. I have never seen that.
Found it.
All right, that's another time capsule. We'll grab this time capsule and then get to that sound sample. We're gonna go across as we get all of these. And there's a trophy where I need to get spectacular or better on the stealth challenge, so that way I can get all training challenges done. Training challenge trophies done, I mean. Then everything else is pretty much easy.
Said it was a good place to think.
Do I want to platinum this game today? That's not the goal for today. We're just doing a little bit at a time.
Piece of cake.
All right,
Perhaps pick up
onwards
another
to
crime.
the sound
Weapons
sample.
deal.
Your mom lived here right after college. You know that? She and your dad were dating. 3 of us spent a lot of time here. We got used to this soft, steady beat.
Soft beat. Rhythm. Yeah, it's subtle, but a good beat.
Things were good back then. Felt like they'd be good forever. Your mom got her first gig as a teacher. Your dad was new to being a cop, and I just started calling myself the Prowler. I figured we all kept secrets about our jobs. Couldn't last, though. Your dad's job and mine crossed paths too often.
Man, Uncle Aaron, if you would have been anything else, my mom and dad would have supported you all the way.
All right, there's that sound sample. Onwards to the next time capsule.
Man, we love the look of this museum. Had fun hiding this one like it was part of the architecture. Jackpot.
Deflated soccer ball. Guess I got stuck in there. All right. Yeah, let's get this one, and then we'll get the 2 sound samples right here. Then we'll continue down. We're making good progress, ladies and gentlemen. Did I play Red Dead Redemption 2? Yep, I played it when it launched. Went through the whole series, and boy, my goodness, was it long. I think that might have been my longest series that I've ever recorded for. It started out as like a stream series, but then midway through, or at least near the beginning, I turned it into a video series because it was a lot easier to manage like the lengths of the missions per video. So a lot of memories of Red Dead Redemption. Still wondering why Rockstar decided not to do anything with like single player DLC for, you know, some of their best single player focused games like that. So I'm still wondering why they never did that.
Time capsule in this cave. Place still gives me the creeps. Great.
Homemade hot sauce. I went out of my way for Arthur's. I went out of my way to make myself like a bit of a good guy so I could get like the good ending. Because I know if you get like the bad ending, then Micah just straight up shoots you on the mountain. But if you get the good ending, you get like this peaceful moment for Arthur. Might need to boot Red Dead Redemption and back up again and just play through it. Not the story, just, you know, exploring and getting side missions and stuff like that. And Seeing about getting myself some nice guns. One black with white engraving, one white with black engraving, and called each one Ebony and Ivory. Haven't played Red Dead Online in what feels like a good year either.
This is a good one. Me and your dad used to hang around here. Listen while the whole station came alive. That's what you need.
Something at the station.
The thing that kind of hit me a little bit was I got the best horse you could get in the game. Literally it was a rare horse. The rare, I believe it was the White Arabian. I got that horse, and then near the end, when your horse gets shot, I was thinking, how dare you? How dare you? Made me feel some type of way, just a little bit. How about Death Stranding? I have yet to actually play that.
I think hanging around here is how your dad got the idea to be a cop. I said, man, you're not uptight enough for that job. He wanted to make things better from the inside. Pretty sure he died trying.
You did make things better, Dad. And so will I.
All right, let's get the next one in Central Park.
This one was all your dad's idea. You need something that's always in this park. Quiet on their own, loud in a group.
Loud in a group? Should keep looking. Probably something you'd always find here. Like birds or trees or... No, not trees.
No, the birds, the pigeons are flying too low.
Maybe. But it's probably too quiet to work well.
Okay, so it's not the skating.
There's a lot of birds around here. Maybe?
If you need help, just say. I won't. Because I like to figure things out on my own, Abal. I know you're very eager, but I got this.
I walked by Roxxon Plaza the other day, and honestly, I think you're rude.
I'm not gonna find it over here. Not this way.
I feel like it's the birds, but they keep flying away. It sure ain't the squirrels.
I like that.
Yeah, it's the pigeons. It's the pigeons, but I just gotta get close enough in order to actually record them. They keep flying away. They're just too quiet. So it's got to be something. I'll figure it out. I got it. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong direction. That's far too close. That's not what I need.
Oh, digging the new color scheme. Very modern, very modern.
Probably something you'd always find here. Like
Oh!
birds or
Use
trees.
camouflage? Why didn't I think of that?
not trees.
I forgot I could turn invisible. Pigeons keep flying away, so just turn invisible to get the sound. What the heck?
How did Dad record this? Is he a pigeon whisperer?
This was way back, before high school. We were hanging in the park one day, and someone dropped a hot dog.
If it was a snake, it would have bit
The place
me.
was swarming with pigeons. Your dad stopped cold. He said, Aaron, man, that's music. Listen. Next day, we were crawling all over Manhattan looking for bits.
I wasn't even trying to hit the stick in order for it to give me the... Wait, is it set to give me hints? I don't want that. I don't want hints at all. Tips is off. Explicit puzzle hints is off. It still showed it to me. Is there a way to turn that off? I don't want hints. Controller hints are there, but not actual, like, puzzle hints are there. So it just did that just because I wasn't even trying to scan for any hints. I thought the lady that was, like, next to me, you know, jumping around saying Spider-Man and stuff like that, I thought she wanted a high five, so I was trying to see if she actually wanted it because civilians are, like, highlighted in green if they want to interact with you. I didn't realize it was going to say, use camouflage to hide from the pigeons. Ah, well. I'm heading in the wrong direction. We got some time capsules here. How many more sound samples? Oh, we only got 4 more sound samples. But we still got plenty of time capsules to go.
Hey, some cops and robbers are having themselves a car chase.
Oh, this will give me an activity token.
Okay, that is way above the speed limit.
Keep going, boys. We're making to the state line.
Whoa! Faster than it looked. Where'd you come from?
Taking you down.
No, you're not.
I'll crush you. Beauty, Spider-Man. He can't take all of us. I deserved it. He's weak. You're not walking away from this. You're dead.
Maybe that'll teach you to stay in your lane.
The story of Spider-Man is boring because everyone close to Spidey becomes his enemy. Do you mean in the game or just his story in general? Because neither are really true. There are some who are close to Spidey that become his enemy, but not everyone.
Stuff the capsule in one of these pipes. Can't remember which one.
If Spidey didn't have the ability to immediately stop his momentum, he would have buzzed his head on that crate right there. You know, but we need a new story.
There we go.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with the narrative they're doing now.
Up top!
If you take it outside of the realm of Spidey's life and everything, then it starts to deal with, you know, expanded Marvel Universe territory. And that's kind of not what the Spider-Man games are. Otherwise, well, they'd be the Avengers, or the X-Men, or Fantastic Four, or whatnot. The screen is now stuck. Okay, now it's gone. Because if you take a Spider-Man story beyond the life of Spider-Man and beyond New York, then it's no longer definitively a Spider-Man game. It starts to deal with expanded Marvel Universe, and then you have to worry about incorporating different elements outside of the Spidey norm into it. So that might be the reason why the story tends to be close-knit to Spidey, because, well, he's got more than enough to deal with in his own life without it having to delve into outside of New York territory. And I got all these activity tokens. You know what's funny? I'm still surprised they never came up with an animation to make it so that if you were to crawl on an underside of something, you can then crawl up a wall, which can then crawl up to the top side of a building. All right, we got another sound sample right here.
Times Square. Easy to find someone in the crowd here, or lose them. Sound you need's like an electric current.
A current. Could cheat it with venom. Nah.
Okay, I'm too close. Hope in the next game we see a story of Superior Spider-Man versus Green Goblin. Well, then they would have to adapt the whole Superior Spider-Man story, and that kind of involves Doc Ock taking over Peter's body. Just seems like if that were to be a thing that happens, they'd have to work up towards that. Because as of right now, it looks like if they're doing a sequel, it's going to be delving into like Venom.
Easy to blend in. She wanted me to steal a painting. I looked across the square and saw your dad looking back at me. He never said anything, just turned and left. He didn't know everything, just that I was a thief. That was enough. I think he saw where we were headed long before I did.
If you would have tried to act right sooner, he would have forgiven you. I know he would have.
Sorry, I was looking at Discord notifications. One more time capsule. Well, I say one more, but we still got plenty to collect. And as much as I'm looking forward to the next Spider-Man game, I really want to see some other Marvel superheroes get some games as well. Like Doctor Strange would be a really good game to do. Thor would be interesting because it could delve into like the whole mythology of it all. Think they have an idea about Superior Spider-Man because in the Spider-Man PS4 ending, we can see Dr. Octavius is angry and he has a plan for revenge. I mean, if that's the case, then there was a whole number of times where he was angry and had plans for revenge, but that didn't necessarily... It never was insinuated to be like the Superior Spider-Man and what have you. So it seems like a bit of a stretch.
Got it.
It just seems like a bit of a reach for him to think, for Octavius to start thinking of the whole Superior Spider-Man angle literally after their first meeting. It just seems like too much. So I'd rather they just focus on the Harry Osborn Venom angle.
Time capsule's under that holiday train thing. Gotta move it out the way.
How did that hit me? Also, hey Karma, what's going on? We're collecting sound samples and time capsules today.
Right.
I think my sister's got some roller skates like those. Got another sound sample. Oh, there's a time capsule over here. I completely missed it. Also, how many activity tokens do I actually have? 58? Sorry, it's kind of blocked because because of the way my desk is set up, sometimes it blocks a little bit of my TV in a little bit in the corner. But 58 tokens? The suit I get from the sound samples is pretty nice. I have a good feeling I know what it is. Collect all sound samples and complete the back to the beginning side mission to unlock this suit. So it's pretty much this suit right here. I get a good idea of what it actually is, but we'll find out what it is once we get all the sound samples. So we're making good time. We're making good time. But since I have plenty of activity tokens, well, I can't unlock these until I go to New Game Plus, so might as well use them and max them out now. Kit Bash. Crafted 10 upgrades. Sweet. It's nice how it can bring down a little window to show you what your trophy is rather than it going to a completely brand new screen. That's one thing I love about the PS5. The sleekness of being able to show you what I earned. And I have exactly enough to get these upgrades. And all the rest of them are locked until New Game Plus, which means I can basically just save all the rest of the points that I have and just put them straight into crafting suits. Now, mind you, I need to re-earn those activity tokens again, but getting the rest of these time capsules and sound samples and then doing all the side missions and then Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app missions is going to be more than enough to get some of these suits already. So, still good. But now we have better upgrades, so you know me, I'm not going to complain. I know I kind of bring up like what I would like to see in like a brand new standalone, not standalone, but brand new single player Marvel game. I brought up my Hulk idea, where if it was done by Avalanche Studios and you just gave Hulk a massive playground to mess around in, because it can be done. If you can give Rico an entire country to, you know, just destroy stuff in Just Cause, you can give Hulk a smaller size city, but with plenty of stuff to destroy in it. You can give Hulk that.
App users spotted a break-in near you.
Or you could give Superman an entire city of Metropolis. But let's just focus on Marvel. So if you had the chance, if you could get any sort of superhero game in Marvel or DC, let's not just limit it to Marvel, but if you could get any sort of superhero game, however you want it, done by whoever you want it, what type of superhero game would you guys actually want to see? If you could have it customized the way you want to, exactly to your specifications, so that it's the definitive Marvel single-player game for you, what would you get? I got ideas for myself. You guys have heard my ideas because I always bring it up. But I want to hear what you guys would like to see. It doesn't matter how ridiculous it sounds, because ridiculous is what makes the best type of games. In the moment because really, people should really be embracing ridiculous ideas and seeing if they can make it happen. Because if they work, when they work, oh, they're phenomenal. So it doesn't matter how ridiculous the idea sounds, how far-fetched it seems, how impossible it may seem, because you can't tell me we ain't got the technology, because we definitely got the technology.
Robbers at that donation stand.
Shut and stay out of
Not on my
way.
watch.
I can't let you do this.
Can't be. This stand is for donating, not stealing. Spider-Man 1, robbers 0.
That Mega Venom Blast is just way overpowered. Oh, he's stuck in a wall. Hey, I see my reflection. But he's stuck in the wall. And his jacket clipped back into him. I really feel like that is not a good position. They all got blown off to the sides, and I pretty much just blocked New York traffic by sending their bodies in that direction. You know what would have been cool and nice if these chairs were just objects that could be tossed around, so if they got thrown, then they would get thrown in the chairs, just to add a little bit more realism to combat. Iron Man maybe, or Punisher, well, it will be a cool game. See, I wouldn't mind a Punisher game. I mean, you're basically just gonna be, what would make it kind of unique, though, that sets it from the rest? Because you kind of just be, you know, Frank Castle killing people. Well, killing villains.
The Underground have been cited.
So in this universe, Harry is going to be Venom instead of Eddie. That's the thing. Eddie exists in this universe, because in the Spider-Man game, there's like a collectible Peter can get that has Eddie's signature. So Eddie Brock does exist. But given how Harry is kind of tied to the symbiote in like the little vat that Norman's keeping him in, at least for now, because in the last credit scene for the game for Miles Morales, Norman is waking Harry up. It stands to reason that Harry might be the one to become Venom. And you know, since the story of Spider-Man tends to really play on his heartstrings of having to deal with people close to him, causing him trouble, then it being Harry, someone he always spoke highly of every time we did one of the Osborn labs in the game, it's not too far-fetched for Harry to be the one to be Venom, and then we got to deal with Harry.
He said it sounded like a celebration.
There we are.
That's it. Ringing
One
the
thing I
bell.
actually do hope,
When I hear those bells, I remember the last time I was here. Your dad had just graduated from the police academy. I didn't go to the ceremony, so I met him here after. Bought us some milkshakes. Strawberry for him, peanut butter for me. Don't know why I remember that. He said he couldn't cover for me anymore if I got in trouble. I told him I was done with that life. I was lying, but he believed me for a while. Or at least pretended to.
Man, he's that complicated.
You hated these sound samples? They were boring to you? They're more so narrative on the Prowler than there are just, you know, making fat beats. They're just offering some insight on the history of Aaron and Miles's dad. So it's just like, these sound samples are really just exposition dumps on the life of the Prowler and his brother when they were growing up. So it really just offers a little bit of a backstory.
I've been listening.
You think they'll add a good black suit? I mean, you can't have a Spider-Man game where Venom is introduced and not have the black suit in it. That's actually Spider-Man blasphemy. Every time a black suit is added in a Spider-Man story, Spider-Man always gets it, so he has to. There literally can't be any reason why Spidey doesn't get a black suit when Venom gets introduced, because you know he is. There's just simply no reason why that should ever be a thing that Insomniac crosses their minds, thinking that, you know what, let's not give Spidey the black suit. This is Insomniac we're talking about. They've pretty much proven that they are capable of delivering, so I'm not even worried about whether we're gonna get a black suit or not. Imagine if we have to play as Miles against Venom Peter.
This plaza and the blocks around it are alive with sound. What you're looking for is light, distinct.
Light, huh? Okay.
Well, I feel like Miles might be a good match. Not strength-wise or, you know, expertise-wise, but the fact that Miles' bioelectricity is one thing that Venom symbiotes are susceptible to, aside from fire and hypersonic waves. So, it's not too far-fetched for... Ooh, I like that beat. I can see the evil, I can tell it, I know it's illegal, I don't think about it, I deposit every other zero, thinking in my partner, put a can of paying on a reel, digging in my pocket, and a profit big enough to feed you every day my life, to get another dollar, just keep you in the present of a chico. Ah! That's a real nice beat.
I'm not sure it's light, though.
Oh, do I need to get closer? Wait, that wasn't it? That was a good beat, though. Are you crazy? Oh, it might be this. There we go.
This plaza is where I
You know what?
job.
I feel like his Uncle Aaron pretty much just wasted a perfectly good beat right here. This was a much better beat than just that beat right there. But then again, I don't mix music, so maybe I'm just oblivious to it.
Found out. He stood under those wind chimes yelling at me for an hour. But he never told our folks. He made me promise I'd stop stealing. Wish I kept my word.
Oh, just because I didn't interact with her, she gonna walk away all mad? Fine, be that way.
You and Dad would have stayed close.
There's like a million other people here in New York who can appreciate me.
Man.
We're close to another time capsule. We are almost done collecting all of them. It's just that all of them are gonna be congregated here in this one small area. But I seen some ideas for an Iron Man game. Well, I seen people say they wanted they would like an Iron Man game and an Iron Man game and a Punisher game. Any more ideas? Any more superhero game ideas? Not just limited to Marvel, but DC as well. Wheel miniature. Wait a minute. That's actually one of a classic Spider-Man villain. Wheelman, I think his name is called. Some of the villains in Spider-Man don't really have imaginative names. If you're invisible, the people cannot see you, and if you turn back, people will freak out. That's nice. Thor game would be good. Yes, it would. Think about it. Kyushu, you're not Eminem. Oh no, not even remotely close. Not even a fraction of that. A new Batman game? Well, there's Gotham Knights, but I feel like with the Arkham series and then with the Suicide Squad game coming out, and apparently that's set in the Arkhamverse. So here's the thing that kind of confounds me about the Arkhamverse Suicide Squad game. Is this going to be a continuation of, you know, it's in the same universe as the Arkham series. So is this going to be a Suicide Squad game where you're pretty much your job is to kill the Justice League? Does that mean not? Oh, there's that trophy, the boat trophy. I didn't think of the time capsule would be here, so at least we got it. But the thing is, I'm joking, I don't want another Batman game. Here's my thing. How are they going to do a Suicide Squad game where you have to kill the Justice League and you don't have Batman? Like, it remains to be seen if this is going to be set after Batman supposedly blows up his own mansion during, you know, the Nightfall Protocol at the end of Arkham Knight. So it remains to be seen if Batman is going to be a part of that. I can't see it. I don't know how they're going to incorporate that. And I'm also really tired of them just turning heroes into villains for the sake of, well, let's just do this because we don't know how to make their own game, so let's just make them villains and have other people fight them. Because I don't know why, but they keep trying to turn the Suicide Squad into DC's Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't know why they keep trying to do that. Like, they're trying to make us really... Like, here's the thing. How do you unlock this Nightfall Protocol? You have to get 100%, which means doing every Riddler trophy, finding every collectible, doing every side mission.
Nailed it.
You gotta 100% the game. Now, it's not 100% as in do every trophy. It's just doing everything in the game to get your percentage to 100%. Like what you would do in a Spider-Man game. Complete every side mission, collectible, everything. Now, getting all upgrades in the game is not necessary towards 100%. They really think I'm going to 100% the game. Hey, I mean, that's what they would like to hope for. Doesn't mean that everyone's going to do it, though. Deadpool game? Here's my thing. When the first Deadpool game came out, they said it was going to be like akin to their own description in some of the gameplay for Deadpool was one of the key things that says, like, you know, since Deadpool can regenerate any part of his body, during combat, you can have your limbs blown off and then they'll just regrow over time. That never happened. There's an old game called Never Dead, which is essentially like some dead dude who can never fully really die, and he can just get blown apart at the seams all the time. And they said it was going to be like that, but never in the game, during combat, during gameplay, do you ever get any of your limbs blown off. It's only during cutscenes or scripted events, so it really doesn't really count. So that was disappointing. And then the Deadpool game was like over really fast, I felt. So that just, it was like, sure, the game was funny, and Nolan North absolutely killed it as Deadpool because he is to Deadpool what Kevin Conroy is to Batman and Mark Hamill are to the Joker. And it was fun here and there, but it was really the comedy that's kind of stuck out for me. The gameplay, it was not as memorable. It was kind of, I'm gonna be honest, it was kind of dry. The Deadpool game combat and gameplay as a whole was kind of really dry, especially for a Deadpool game or a game dealing with Deadpool. Do I like single or multiplayer more? If the multiplayer is done right, then I like multiplayer, but single player tends to be what I stay with most of the time. For the most part, single player tends to be what I go for. I'm not too big on like competitive multiplayer games and stuff like that, so that's why you never see me play games like Call of Duty or Battle Royale games of that nature. But that's just me personally. Only a few multiplayer games tends to get my attention, like playing Warframe with people or playing games that have co-op. Oh, Urban Explorers. Was that all of them? Did we get all of them? Was I not paying attention? I was not paying attention.
Remember those time capsules I told you Finn and I hid? I found them. And, whew, talk about a head trip.
Yeah, I bet that'd be intense now.
I wanted to bury them in Prospect Park, but it was her idea to put them around the city. She always tried to push me out of my comfort zone.
What do you think she would have said to you now that you found them?
Good job, but I would have found them faster.
I like her taking the opportunity to dunk on you.
That's how she wanted.
Want to buy Cuphead? What do you think? It's cool? I will warn you. Cuphead has a reputation for being difficult. So if you do get Cuphead, be prepared for a little frustration. If you are not a patient person and get frustrated at, you know, cheap shots here and there and enemies being able to take you out in like a couple of hits, do not get Cuphead. But if you are a masochist for punishment and for, you know, a glutton for pain, then get Cuphead. Because it's like a real sense of pride and accomplishment when you beat a boss in Cuphead that has been killing you 100 times over. But I will warn you, Cuphead has a reputation for making people notoriously frustrated. Buy the suit under the homemade one, the Crimson Cowl. You know, I got activity tokens. I can go ahead and buy it. You want to buy Sekiro? Oh my goodness, Sekiro is such a good game. But it's difficult as well. I mean, Karma, were you here when I was trying to beat the final boss for Sekiro? And it took me over 30 times just trying to beat the boss. Just trying to beat the first stage of the boss. And then when you got into the second phase and I used up all my heals, I literally spent the entire battle just running around it, getting cheap shots in there. Oh my goodness, the story of Sekiro was good, but boy was it such a little bit of a strenuous walkthrough that I did. Oh my goodness. Well, let's get the Crimson Cowl. Enemies can no longer hear web strike takedowns while camouflage. I don't want that. I just want to keep my regular setup. I have enough to get another suit. Homemade and Brooklyn Visions. We are not going to worry about Homemade. Tim's aside, the rest of it is not that appealing, so we'll just leave that. But, ooh, look at me channeling my inner Red Hood. Which is probably who I'm going to play as when I play Gotham Knights. I always have an affinity for characters that use dual guns. If I'm given the chance, I would play either a mage character or a dual wielder type character.
Hey, app users spotted a break-in near you.
What?
It seems hard. How about Demon Souls? Demon Souls, equally as hard. Enemies can kill you extremely fast, and bosses do not care how much health you have. If you get caught up in their attacks, you can easily die very, very fast. So Demon Souls
Hearing this sound
is quite difficult. I would not... Okay, I need to go over there. I'm too far away. I would not suggest getting Demon Souls if you do not like difficulty. I played the entire... I played all of the Dark Souls games, not the first Demon Souls games, but deep cuts. But they're hard until you get used to it. Once you get extremely used to it, it is not that difficult at all. I mean, you still got to be careful, but hey, at least it's not that difficult. I remember the first time I played Dark Souls, I stayed away from it for about 9 months because I kept failing to beat the Capra Demon. But once I mustered up the courage to go back into it, I just went through it, and I like playing through the Dark Souls series multiple times.
I don't know what I did.
Dark Souls 2 wasn't all that good, though.
Can't be the only
Dark
reason
Souls
Dad killed
3,
him off.
much better.
Not if he fessed up.
And a perfect way to end the entire
This
series.
wasn't Dad.
Hey, young blood. You got almost everything you need for the track. You just unlocked the spot where you could find the last piece. Hope it works for you.
Place where I fought him? Doesn't have the best memories, Uncle Aaron.
Playing Final Fantasy VII right now. It's kind of trippy to imagine the fact that Final Fantasy VII Remake is just part 1. Okay, screen's gone. I don't know why it keeps doing that. But we got all the sound samples. Time to... Okay, it popped up again. New side mission unlocked. Okay. Some of these prompts that pop up on the screen tend to stick around far longer than they need to. But that's just a very, very minor nitpick. I will say this, I did enjoy myself playing Final Fantasy VII. At least the remake. I never played the original, but the remake was actually pretty nice. I enjoyed it. I still want a Final Fantasy Musou game, though. As far-fetched as it may be. Not saying that there's anything wrong with like the Dynasty Warrior series and a Samurai Warrior series, but spin-offs tend to get a lot of people's attention. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be a lot of red tape to go through in order for the devs to get their hands on like Final Fantasy licenses in order to give us like a Final Fantasy Musou type game. But I'd still like the day when we could play a Dynasty Warriors type game where you play as Sephiroth and you basically are just one-man army and you're just owning everyone. I would love that. Outside of, you know, Dissidia existing. But Dissidia is more arena-based rather than, you know, take Sephiroth and defeat hundreds upon hundreds of enemies. Hope before I die you can play Grand Theft Auto 6. I hope we get Elder Scrolls 6 well before I reach my 40s.
A friendly neighborhood user just spotted a weapons deal going down.
Wait, how many points do I have? 20! Oh, okay. I got enough to get my hands on another suit. So what's next up? We're probably more than likely going to save the homemade suit for last for me to get my hands on. I mean, there's a trophy for getting every suit, but we'll probably save that for last and leave it for much more important suits. So I got Crimson Cowl. You know what? Let's just save it. Let's save it for now. Also, there's a trophy for me scrolling down the entire Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man app.
Abandoned subway tunnels. Guess a good thief needs a good hideout. Whoa! I'm kind of jealous of his lair. The lab. The basement thing. My mom bought him this at a flea market. It was a joke about... can't remember. Uncle Aaron's got tabs all over the city. He must have been building his network for years.
Guess that must be like prototype chest armor.
Always making upgrades. I definitely got my suit patching skills from Uncle Aaron. He was always way better at guitar than me. He used to come to our place for dinner all the time. Guess he never learned to cook.
I love how I can see my reflection. There's still things to look at
Maybe
here.
I should take a few swings. Nah, I'd probably break it.
Why are you... Okay. Okay, made you something, should keep you safe. Use the sounds of the city.
Use the sounds. Frequency lock? Something new every day.
Hey,
New suit unlocked.
hope the suit fits.
Purple rain,
That's why
purple
me and Dad
rain.
stopped talking. He was investigating the Prowler. It led him to my clients, people like Simon Krieger, Wilson Fisk. Dad couldn't afford to make enemies like that, not with you and Rio in the picture. So I told him. Hoped he'd back off, and he did. For good. He didn't want me around. Didn't want you to turn out like me. Hope this suit helps you be better. Take care, Spider-Man.
Thank you, Uncle Aaron, for everything.
Well, that's it for the suit. Okay, so we got all the sound samples. We got all of the time capsules. There's still a number of side missions that needs to be done. Let me see what other trophies that I can get my hands on. All right, I need to do the stealth mission.
I don't think the Underground's got a permit to change that bit. Finding the signal. All right, now to track them down. Throwing your evil logo on a billboard is definitely a power move. And here's the Underground.
You think anyone's gonna mess with the signal?
Did you see how everyone reacted when we took over the billboard? They're afraid.
Good.
You sure you're getting more press with these billboards? Or just more of me?
Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna get all y'all.
They can shut off the transmitter.
Ooh, were the webs purple there? Were the webs purple?
Come on, transmitter.
The line that shot out and grabbed that person and stuck them to the wall, that was purple.
There. Billboard should be back to normal now.
All right, let's find that first stealth challenge. Stealth challenge point 1. Let's get spectacular on it. How are the people gonna get down now? I don't know, because the thing that they specifically mention in this game is the webs dissolve after an hour. So if no one gets them within an hour, they're basically just gonna fall to their death. And seeing as how multiple things have happened to people I fought in this game that should have killed them, like Karma, you weren't here at the beginning, but I beat up a bunch of guys attacking a feast truck, and one of them, unconscious, got hit, was literally sent flying by a cop car coming in and hitting them and sending them flying down the alleyway. So if anything, I think Insomniac is allowing a lot more grievous injuries to be had to some people here. Like one of a person who escaped from the RAF, Karma, was hit by a cop car that came in and tried to make sure everything was straight.
Car thieves.
Someone's gonna get hit if I don't stop that car.
You can't drive forever. We will stop you. We got a clinger. Shoot him off.
How do you know it's Spider-Man?
Seriously? Personified road rage has friends?
Too slow, kid.
Oh, you can use the Venom Blast in Airborne. You can also kill people by attaching them to a car that's gonna explode. I didn't even need to look at the screen to know that that guy was gonna hit me. I was reading your comment when I dodged him. I could see it out the corner of my eye. I got my own spidey sense. But yeah, it's weird how you can do certain things in a game where the hero is not known for killing people, and you can wind up doing things that could, you know, potentially kill people. Like I knocked a dude off of a building. Bruh? This is the weirdest T-pose I have ever seen. Wasn't he webbed to the truck?
PDNY works fine without a Spider-Man.
No, you don't. You don't. It is... I don't understand why policemen in a world full of superheroes thinks they do a better job than the superheroes. Batman doesn't kill, but his knockout methods are very brutal. I mean, Batman is not above breaking bones. Batman loves to break bones because broken bones, you know, kind of dissuade people from doing bad stuff. I know I probably could have put that in a better analogy other than just saying bad stuff, but hey, get your bones broken by a man who could literally disappear directly in front of you, and you might not want to do it again. Broken bones are a good deterrent for Batman.
Ready for another try, are we? Remember, you take out enemies without being seen, the higher you score. You know, it took me a minute to realize the value of stealth. When I first started out, I'd go loud at the drop of a hat. Nothing I loved more than a 25-on-1 brawl. But I was making my life harder than it needed to be. Fight every guy at once, and pick them off one by one instead. Plus, I love the puzzle of which should I find out first? How do I break up that group? Can I rattle enough trash cans to convince this gang of ruffians their lair is haunted by vengeful pirate ghosts? So many questions. So much fun.
Vengeful Pirate Ghost. That's my new band name.
Running idle behaviors. Status, normal. Snug as a bug in a web-based drug.
Man, I love stealth. It's like super high-stakes hide and seek. So fun.
Combat systems, idle. Auditory alert. Possible intruder. Think he'll turn into a holographic butterfly in 3 weeks? Oh, that's a good idea. Should have that feature.
Time for the count. I think there's only half the guys left.
Sensors on. Scanning for target. No result.
Easier than I thought.
No anomalies detected.
If I can just keep this under 4 minutes, then I'm still good.
Threat analysis neutral. Auditory disturbance detected. Combat systems.
That'll leave him work.
Confirmation of the target.
Don't think he saw me. Nope.
Ah, drat, they spotted you.
Oh,
Again?
shoot. Close.
Ah!
Next time.
How dare you! Well, it gives me a chance to do it faster. But I feel like the guys who are on the ground floor,
One time, at a Bisclot in Queens,
I'll do it again.
still so hard. And when I got done, the place was a literal ghost town. Like I had picked off every single guy, webbed him up, and hidden them so well that I couldn't find them when I was finished. Crazy. I must have gone into like a fugue state or something. I was sort of proud, but then Yuri had to call in a search team to find the guys I felt hit. So, let that be a lesson to you, young man. It is possible to be too good at stealth. Great power, and all that.
Sometimes I feel like Pete just makes these stories up on the spot.
Search behavior in progress.
Not your lucky day. Sorry.
Attempting to reacquire visual tracking.
Another win for Spider-Man.
Status alert. Search behavior in progress.
There's only half the guys left.
I'm being quiet so I can concentrate.
Eso me gustó.
hostile target.
Who's looking at him? Ah, he's moving too close.
Attempting to locate target. Possible disturbance. Initiating investigation.
Who's looking at him?
Investigation negative. Search protocol running. Auditory alert. Possible intruder.
We gotta get this done in under 4 minutes, so that way we can get this spectacular.
Possible. Attempting to reacquire visual tracking.
Close. Almost saw me.
No!
Ah, shoot.
Ah! The last guy!
Sometimes, when I'm stealthing, I'll imagine I'm like a secret agent on a covert mission, like retrieve stolen nuclear codes or something. Total Black Ops, codename type stuff. And I remember, it's Spider-Man. And I'm more than likely saving the city from certain destruction at the hands of some nefarious supervillain by doing what I'm doing. Like, my life is already cool. I don't need to imagine it any cooler. Which leads me to one question. Why is my brain so crazy, Miles? Why?
Pete says crazy brain. I say genius brain.
Search protocol.
Wish it was always this easy.
Status alert. Search protocol.
Bet you didn't see that coming. Think there's only half the guys left.
Status alert.
Here, take 5.
Attempting to reacquire visual tracking.
Your lucky day. Sorry.
Search protocols. Active. Auditory alert. Possible intruder.
I'm gonna need you to go away, sir.
You're done.
Attempting to reacquire visual tracking. Auditory disturbance detected. Executing search protocols.
Watch out for spiders, man.
I'm always
And dodging light. All right, that's all training mission related trophies taken care of. All right, let's actually look a little bit more at the trophy list. Defeat 50 enemies with remote reminds. Complete all friendly neighborhood Spider-Man app requests. Collect all postcards. And these are just side missions here. Okay, there's side missions up here in Harlem. There's one activity here in the Upper East Side. We got enough. Let's see about getting ourselves a brand new suit. So, we have the End. We have the Strike suit. We have the Brooklyn Visions Academy. The Animated. And lastly, the Homemade suit. So I need to complete We've Got a Lead side mission to unlock this suit. Then complete all friendly neighborhood Spider-Man app activities to unlock the Uptown Pride suit. Then obviously this is a new game plus thing that I gotta unlock as well. I'm gonna look at the list. Let's actually look at the list itself. Alright, unlock all skills. Need to go into New Game Plus for that. 100% complete all districts. That'll come with completing all the side missions. I'll dedicate a whole stream to doing all side missions and all friendly neighborhood Spider-Man activities. Because for this one, I just wanted to dedicate some time to doing the collectibles. Open all caches. We did this. Purchase all suits. That's going to come with doing New Game Plus. Hidden trophy. Unravel a criminal conspiracy in Harlem. Complete an enemy base without being seen. I can always go back and do that. Perform ceiling takedowns and wall takedowns. Smash into 15 breakable objects with Rhino. Pay your respects to a legend. Best fries in town. I kind of want to do these. Pay your respects to a legend, because I think I know what they're talking about. Best fries in town. This is obviously a reference to Stan Lee's character in the first... Well, not Stan Lee's character, but Stan in the first Spider-Man game. So let me see. Best fries in town to find its location. And where is this place? Head to the Upper West Side District in New York, just left of Central Park. Take Miles to the location he's in the map above. And it has his face on the side of the building. So, what we are going to do is we're going to go here. It's actually on this side. And it's going to be in this area right here. Let's make our way over. Part of me wants to unlock the animated suit. You know what? I'm going to do that. Let's get the animated suit next.
Never.
Okay, it's around here somewhere. Okay, we still need to go a little bit further over there. There you are. One of the greatest men to ever live. Dedicated with love to the man who nourished the hearts, minds, and souls of true believers everywhere. Excelsior.
First time I met Mick, felt like I'd known him my whole life.
My bad, his name was not Stan. It was, in fact, Mick. My bad, once again. All right, now let's pay respects to Miles's dad. And I believe the gravesite is going to be up here. So let's pay respects to Miles' dad, because there's a trophy linked to that as well. I can tell you guys right now, just doing this is relaxing. Like, swinging around as Spider-Man, just doing this, not worrying about crimes, not worrying about side missions, just taking the time to just take in the sights and swing around the city. This feels natural. So whenever I see a superhero game that gives you characters that can move in a certain way, but they don't do it, I'm just disappointed. Here we are. It's a good thing I used the scan ability to see this. And you know what? It's only fair that we do this in his official suit.
Gonna make you proud.
Never give up. All right, that's another trophy down. Doing good thus far. And I can't move my stick around. I can't move. Okay, there we go. All right, let's see if there's any other trophies we can get our hands on. Let's go all the way over and then make our way back. Complete the game on New Game Plus. Scroll through the entire social media app. Complete all activities. Defeat 50 enemies with remote mines. Apply a sticker and custom lighting while in photo mode. Okay, let's just knock that one out. All right, sphere light, spotlight. Doesn't have to be so prevalent. And then sticker. JJ would be proud. And there we go. Another trophy done.
FYI, app users reported an assault happening near you.
What, man? I live here.
Who are these jerks that think they can just beat up innocent people?
I don't want to see your face again.
Can't you pick on someone your own, or, my side?
I think I'm getting the hero thing down.
This Venom Blast is just way too overpowered. Just jump into a group and they're all dead. Well, not necessarily dead, but you get the idea.
Glad you're okay.
Why'd you fall back down? Get up! Get up! Why'd you fall back down?
You know, I wrestled in high school. There was a time those guys wouldn't have stood a chance. Guess working a desk job doesn't prep you to fight off Raft ex-cons.
When does it ever? Unless you're John Wick or Mr. Nobody, you're not really gonna do that much of a good job. Alright, so that's another trophy down. Now we just need to go over to the social feed and just scroll all the way down. It's gonna be a good minute. So hi. How are you? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a fantastic day. Right, there's a trophy for finding all the postcards, isn't there? Dang, we still got more collectibles. And that's another trophy, socially acceptable. I caught myself trying to land on the edge of the building right then and there, but it didn't really work out. All right, let's find out about these postcards. Postcards, postcards, dee-dee-dee, dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. There's 8 postcards. Okay. So this shouldn't take me long. Oh, they only unlock after the story by returning to Miles's home and sleeping in his bed. Well, we going home then. I'm also kind of hungry as well, so once I'm done here, memory lane. This is actually, in fact, what we need to do. So let's actually do this and get rid of that side mission. But I'm actually kind of hungry, and I kind of wish that Arby's would bring back their bourbon, bacon, and turkey club, because it was one of their best sandwiches. Even though it was like a limited time when they were available, their bourbon, bacon, and turkey club sandwich was absolutely fantastic. I wonder if I need to relook at their menu to see if they have any limited time sandwiches, because I feel like having the meats. Hola, mi familia! Been watching for a little while, but I haven't been able to comment until now. How am I doing? I'm doing good, CJ. Hope you're doing good as well. We're just cleaning up a couple of loose ends here and there. Just taking care of a lot of collectibles, such as getting all the sound samples and getting all the time capsules. We unlocked basically a Prowler version of Miles' suit, so we got that. Plus, I unlocked some other suits as well, and we got a whole bunch of trophies as well. Well, actually, you did say you've been watching for a little while, so you're kind of aware of the majority of that. But so far, my day has been great. I have a day off. You like their smokehouse brisket sandwich? Is that one of their normal sandwiches? Because I kind of been wanting to try their brisket sandwiches. because I don't actually really eat brisket. I think I only had like one brisket that someone homemade for me to try.
It's a clue for a scavenger.
But I haven't had a brisket sandwich since, and I believe it's been 2 years since I had like a good brisket sandwich. So I might check and see if they have it. If it's one of their normal sandwiches, then I might get that for lunch today. Happy birthday, Miles. Ready for the best scavenger hunt ever? Here's the first clue. Facing the park with the world on our shoulders, we guard the next secret. Alright, so we go to Central Park then. Love how he no longer has to hide it from his mom that he's Spider-Man, and he just has his suit just up in his room. It's nice that the postcards let you know where they are on the map, and that's a lot of activity tokens. 5 apiece? Might be able to unlock some more suits today. But let's collect all those postcards and see if we can unlock 1 more, maybe 2 more suits, and I will call it a session here for today. I know it probably won't be as long as what I normally do.
I think the last time was with Finn and Dad. Those trips are really fun.
But I'm also kind of hungry, so I kind of want to get some food as well. Plus, I want to continue playing Persona 5 Royal. Oh my goodness, I didn't think that the story would kind of grip me as it is right now, but boy, is that story gripping me. I cannot wait to bring down Kamoshida. Alright, this is our first one. Let's get started. I was actually practicing my voices when I was at work, like different voices. Like, say you got a whole bunch of dudes at a poker game. You got a country fella, you got an Irish fella. Well, not Irish, but Scottish fella. You got a Russian fella, and you got an Englishman. I was just messing with voices, sounding what they would sound like if it was in the middle of a card game. Alright, cut the cards. I want to get this started because I'm getting hungry. Patience, my friend. All will be revealed in good time, and let's have a good card game. Stop messing around and get the cards ready. Either that or I'm gonna drink myself into a stupor just waiting for you to get ready. I ain't got all day, let's get this over with. Well, shoot, if y'all looking to get this game started, then please, let me be the one to cut the cards. I was just messing with voices when I was at work here.
Okay, Natural History Museum. Clue on the postcard said, facing the park with the world on our shoulders. We guard the next clue.
Look at that, Spider-Man. Did you get that new suit for Christmas?
Thanks a lot, Santa.
Another postcard under here.
And we have 8 postcards in general to get. Yes, it's one of the regular sandwiches. I know what I'm getting for lunch then.
This one's of the Empire State Building. High atop the Empire State, you'll find a pair of blind eyes. There's a flash drive attached.
Hey, big man. Happy birthday.
Oh my God.
Yo, his dad left it for him.
Like a fun way to celebrate 16. Tour down memory lane. Remember that summer you and Finn forced me to take you to the museum every weekend? Here's a secret. I love those trips. Used to be I felt guilty you didn't have any siblings. Things with your uncle are tough now, but I would have never made it to 18 without you. Anytime I'd see you with Finn, I'd feel less guilty. You have a sister, her. With Finn, and now Genki, you'll always have family. Love you lots, big man. See you at the next one.
Wow. I haven't heard his voice in so long. I hope he left more messages with the rest of the scavenger hunt.
Can you imagine how that sounds?
Find my note?
Yeah. Follow the clue and just heard Dad. Did you do all this?
Just the setup. Your dad made the clues last year. I know it's been tough since the move. Thought hearing from him could help.
It does. Gracias, Ma.
De nada. Have fun with him. And remember, I'm here if you need me, Miles. You can tell me anything. Te quiero.
Te quiero.
Can you imagine, to a child who's lost a parent, to hear their voices again? in this way after so long. Can you just imagine?
Empire State Building. Let's check the clue. High atop the Empire State, you'll find a pair of blind eyes.
Pardon me, excuse me.
The clues about the binoculars on the observation platform.
That's why I'm here, Miles. Pair of blind eyes. Maybe it's a broken one. Ah, out of order. This one. Haha, called it.
Modern Art Museum in Greenwich. I remember that place. Find the fossil hiding among the modern. Don't forget to look up.
5th grade field trip. Empire State Building. I chaperoned.
Hold on, let me mark it.
Never agreed to wrangle a bus full of 10-year-olds, son. Took us 3 hours to get here, and when we did, who showed up? The webhead himself, battling vulture.
Oh my goodness, this just looks amazing to do this.
Had to turn right back around and in a vacuum. Thing I remember most, you wanted to stay. Told me, Spider-Man needs our help, Dad. You're a born hero, Miles. Don't ever lose that kind of spirit. See you at the next clip.
Born hero. Think I learned to be a hero from watching Dad. I miss him. Especially now.
I never take it upon myself to look horizontally whenever I'm diving or if I'm, you know, jumping off a high building, because it's always, you know, when you're diving, you always look towards the ground. But here, just seeing me launch out that way horizontally like that, that was, my goodness, that was sweet.
Modern Art Museum. Find the fossil hiding among the modern. Don't forget to look up.
Random question: if you were to age like either a Saiyan or a Viltrumite, how would you handle it, and would it change your potential perspectives on things? I feel I would feel like aging slower than the rest of the human race, or anyone else who doesn't do what I do, or doesn't have my DNA and can age that way. I feel like it could be kind of, you know, I feel like it could be kind of jarring.
Doesn't the museum keep a fossil on the balcony facing the river? Worth a look. Next clue. Looks like I'm going to COD.
At first, I feel like it could be kind of jarring, because then it would mean that you would potentially outlive everyone else. So it could be kind of disheartening to know that the people you care about won't be there with you for the rest of your life, because you'll be aging at a slower rate than everyone else. So it's going to be kind of...
When money is king, you'll find great tunes hanging among the lights.
Had to practically drag you and Finn to the Modern Art Museum the first time you came. What do we care about splotchy paintings? But your mom and I knew. We had to show you kids that there were different ways of looking at the world. Sometimes radically different. When I saw you two in front of that psychedelic Angela Davis portrait, heads craned up and all, I knew you got it. All that orange and gold. Don't think you ever realized the world could look that way. That you could look that way. Like royalty. Proud of you making it this far. Let's see how you do at the next one.
Finn and I talked about that trip for months afterwards. Mom and Dad really knew how to inspire.
So yeah, for some, I can imagine it changing people's perspectives on things, such as life, and... Someone's calling me. Be right back.
Friendly neighborhoods picked up an unfriendly weapons deal happening nearby.
All right, I'm back, and I am so wrong for that. My sister was calling me, telling me to, look out for some things for her that she ordered, and I answered the phone the exact same way I sound with my voicemail, because my voicemail is, "I'm not here right now, so leave a message." I literally answered my phone like that, and she immediately hung up. I don't know why, but that just tickled me so bad. So aging slowly, then others can be a curse. Is that what you're saying? Pretty much. For some people, it can be hard for them to, become attached to others, because if you age slower than anyone else, then you have to literally watch them go throughout their entire lives and not much changes about you, and you wind up outliving people, because that's pretty much the deal with Superman. Superman can basically live indefinitely without aging whatsoever. Yet all the people that he's extremely close to, they're going to age, and at some point he may just be the last person on Earth. If the human race would just disappear.
Alright, COD base. Let's hunt. Hanging among the lights.
So I can see how it can be seen as a curse. Not that it's necessarily a bad thing, but it's going to be a difficult thing to process.
Lobster Bills.
When you think about it, there are dozens upon dozens of people in the Marvel Universe who have lived since, the beginning of the Marvel Universe. Like Silver Surfer, he was there the moment the mainstream Marvel Universe was created, and waited around and just waited around in space until he could get back to the present day time, because he had to go back in time for one of his stories, and he waited to the beginning of the Marvel Universe and just waited there in space till he could get back to the present time where he was originally. So can you imagine being a person like that, where you just literally have to wait millions upon billions of years to get back to where you were, where there were people, where people you interacted with came back, where time just resumed back where it was? You literally have to wait millions upon billions of years for something like that.
Nestled beneath Stuyvesant, lives a monster of a good meal.
Sorry, getting a little drink in.
Spent half my youth at CODB's with your uncle. Every musician we loved played at this cramped little stage. Aaron even got up there once himself. Didn't do half bad either. When he finally told me about his night job, this is where he took me, to soften the blow. But it poisoned the place for me. Never took you here because of it. I regret that. You'd love it, just like I did. So, how about this? Find a show you want to see. Anything, my treat. Come out here and your old man will show you how he used to bust a move. Next clue's all yours, Miles.
Dad was gonna bring me to a show. Man, need a minute after hearing that.
Slow aging became a plot point during the Invincible Season 1 finale. I still need to take a moment and sit down and watch Invincible. So, I had a feeling that might have been the angle you were going with, CJ, when you were asking about that. So I still need to sit down and watch Invincible. I literally have no excuse of why I can't do that while I'm eating my Arby's, so I might as well, take part in that. So I'll just watch Invincible while I'm eating and playing Persona, once I'm done streaming, that is. Because from what I've heard, I have not seen a single clip of Invincible at all. But from what I've seen, or what I've heard actually, Omni-Man is broken. But I'm not going to dive too much into that because I don't want to set my expectations a little bit too high, nor have you set those expectations for me. So just let me watch through the first season of Invincible, and then we'll talk about it the next time I have a stream. Might be tomorrow. I might have a gaming stream, playing something other than Spider-Man tomorrow. Just might have just a chill stream, since there's no chapters for One Piece or My Hero Academia happening tomorrow. So the only thing I really have on my radar is just giving you guys my reaction to the newest One Piece episode.
Lobster bills, holy ground for Dad. Nestled beneath Stuyvesant lives a monster of a good meal. Pretty sure I know which monster he means. I know this place. The art space on the Upper East Side. No letter enters this artsy castle without stopping at the gate.
Woo! Oh, lobster bills. Home away from home. Always reminded me of the Graham's Kitchen down south. I took your mom here on our first date. And just about every date after that. Even once when she was pregnant with you. And she went into labor right before dessert. I blame the Cajun shrimp. She was less of a fan after that. But I'm not gonna lie, son. Some of those nights working late, oh yeah. I'm stopping in for some fried okra. Don't tell your mom.
Mom totally knew he was stopping here. Let him have his secret. They were a good team.
His kill stat feat possibly tops his comics counterpart at that time a little. Okay, so I definitely got to look at Invincible because I know it's an incredibly bloody superhero show. So that kind of increases my prospects just a little bit more for watching it. Because I like it when superhero shows are like, well, this isn't like your average current Disney cartoon where everyone is like beating up on everyone, but no one gets scars whatsoever. Like, give me superhero shows where there's injuries happening. Not, oh, everything is resolved in one episode and then everyone just has a good old laugh Scooby-Doo gang style. Like, no, I don't want none of that. Give me the grit. Give me the grisly. Give me the gruesome superhero aspect.
neighborhoods picked up an unfriendly weapons deal happening nearby.
Okay, note to self, don't use this to ever traverse. Because it just takes up way too much stylish room. Never swing under a small, narrow tunnel like that. Swinging in tunnels is probably most likely a no-no for Spider-Man. You need wide open space to be acrobatic. If it was narrow, then it'd probably be better for Nightcrawler.
There's the art space. Okay. No letter enters this artsy castle without stopping at the gate. Oh, C.J. Walker Park. I know this place, up in Harlem. Beneath the hoop where you learn to fly, your journey comes to an end.
A photo for the fan club.
Man, not ready for this to be over.
Him! Get a picture!
Middle school graduation. You and Finn joked it felt like a royal coronation when you saw the art space building.
You're kind of scaring me.
Your mom and I were so proud. Our son and our almost daughter graduating at the top of their class. I know it made you sad.
What are you
Those
looking at?
go to different high schools.
You're the one who's trying to get my attention.
Friendships you make when you're young. The real ones, those last. You and Finn will find each other again. Maybe a few years down the line, maybe a few decades. One clue left. Bet you can't wait to get to the end.
Finn and I did find each other again. Just not the way Dad thought.
Patrol, initiated.
What's up, Spidey 2? Other Spideys
Gotta run. My boyfriend is not gonna believe this.
What are you talking about? We never even really interacted. What's wrong with you? People in New York is crazy. At least in Spidey's universe. But here's the end of our journey. Can you imagine Jameson's mindset and viewpoints with Omni-Man's powers? Oh no. That'd be horrible. Because then you would get Jameson saying, you know what? Since the police are not being able to take care of that masked menace, I'll do it myself. And then he just flies off Homelander style.
Supplies are being stolen from a feast truck.
This is the last one. Man, so many memories.
And so we come to the end. C.J. Walker Park. Remember when we played ball here in the summers? Your uncle showed you how to take it to the rack. Well, I demonstrated how to throw it down with authority. Don't think I'll ever forget watching you and Finn trying to alley-oop to your mom. This place reminds me that as crazy as life gets, only one thing really matters. The people you love. You, your mom, Finn, Genki, even your uncle. Keep the folks you care about close to your heart, and you'll never go wrong. Happy birthday, big man. You are my reason for being brave.
Not ready for that.
I don't think any of us were. Memory lane.
What's up?
Hey, Mom. Just finished the scavenger hunt. Thank you so much for putting it together. For a little while, it was like he was back.
He never left, mijo. I love you.
I love you, Ma.
Well, I think I see that as a worthy...
Right. The neighborhood's gorgeous.
I think I'll call this a perfect end for this stream to end on a note like that, because I don't think I'm going to be able to top anything to end it here. Man, this game really knows how to make you feel sentimental, especially when it resonates with certain characters. It really does a fantastic job of doing that. But that is the end of Memory Lane. So we only got robbers target local biz. That's a side mission. Harlem Feast shut down. We need to find out what's going on with Feast and why it's shutting down. So we'll have to figure that out the next time as we continue to play Miles Morales. This is a fantastic game, and our overall progress is at 95%. So we are almost done 100%ing the game, not by its trophies, but by its own standards, 100%ing it. And of course, there are other trophies to get, such as story-related trophies and hideout-related trophies like wall takedowns and ceiling takedowns. Won't be difficult to get any of those. And matter of fact, there's no trophy on here that was really difficult to get. The combat ones you probably had to pace yourself with, but once you get the 100 combo trophy and the Venom Dash trophy when you throw them into people, yeah, everything else just becomes easier from there. So this is actually not a hard game to platinum, if my current standing with it is anything to go by. But I hope to see you guys the next time as I play this. So with that being said, hope you all enjoyed. Can't wait to see you all in my next video. And if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed what you saw here today, then consider subscribing, because I am always looking forward to entertaining you. So have a fantastic day. And once again, as always, later, peoples.
App's got a ping. Someone's trying to break into a store.